Hello and welcome to another video in the series History of Architecture Briefly Told. In this video, we're going to talk about ancient Roman architecture, which spanned between 508 BC to the 4th century AD. Ancient Roman architecture resumed the legacy of the ancient Greek architects. The character of the architecture didn't change but rather adapt to the evolving social and technological circumstances. With the introduction of new construction methods, materials, and social traditions into the mainstream architecture, an expansion in the Roman arsenal of building typology occurred. This new typology included the amphitheater, the basilica, the circus, the forum, Roman gardens, triumphal arches, victory columns, and so on and so forth. There are generally four fronts in which the ancient Romans diverged in the style of architecture. First and foremost, they added their own flair to the orders. Second, they introduced new structural elements. Thirdly, the materials, and finally, the ornamentation. Starting with the orders, we see that the Romans kept the classical orders of ancient Greece. They added two more to the collection, though. They are the Tuscan and the Composite, one simpler and one more ornate than the classical Greek set. The Tuscan drew inspiration from the Doric column, however, it has no fluting and has very minor variation to the plain capital. The Composite, on the other hand, is a mix between the Corinthian and the Ionic, holding both acanthus leaves and volutes in its capital. Next, we consider the new structural elements. With the evolving technological advancements of the Roman age, construction techniques, along with social and contextual inclinations, introduced new features in its architectural language. The most notable structural elements introduced to mainstream architecture in the ancient Roman period were the arch, the dome, coffers, and vaults. It is also noteworthy to mention that some of these were present in ancient Greece, but not in wide use or part of its architectural character like it is with the Roman counterpart. Come the topic of materials. In most cases, stone, such as marble or mosaic, was used just as a covering over concrete or brick. However, sometimes marble was also used as a construction material as well. The main building materials herein used were stone, brick, and Roman concrete. As for the topic of ornamentation, Roman ornamentation was also a continuation of what the Greeks had started. The Romans followed Greek symbols and icons, but with more flair and ostentatious craftsmanship. The scrolls and acanthus leaves were common figures in the craft. However, the sculpting and painting also included figures such as griffins, birds, cupids, and other formations. They even included different kinds of foliage and other decorative features, such as the rosettes and the festoons. Now, the two prime examples of ancient Roman architecture are the Pantheon, a temple of the gods famous for its semicircular dome with the oculus in its center surrounded by decorated coffers, and the Colosseum, an elliptical amphitheater in the center of Rome. It was designed with a superposed order, meaning that different stories of the structure had different orders. This was done with the heaviest order, the Doric order, at the bottom, and the lightest, the Corinthian, at the top. The Ionic order took the middle stories. And that's it for the video. I hope you learned something, and thank you for watching.